Okay, this is like general tips for new hamster owners. I myself have, this is like my 6th hamster. She's a 1-month-old Russian dwarf. I've never had a dwarf before. This is so much fun because she's so tiny, and I've only had Syrians, and they're big chunkies, but I love them so much. Okay, general tips. When you get your hamster, you can look at my taming video I did on how to start handling them, stuff like that. I'm going to do another video that's going to be more in detail with that, like in the future, because I don't actually have to give back. But I gave her like in 2 weeks because they have to like do checkups and stuff on her because she's from a shelter. Okay, general tips. You want to make sure that when you first get your hamster, most people get them from pet stores. Even though I myself am a shelter person, I think those hamsters deserve a good home. Even if they might be a little older, they still deserve good homes. Buy from shelters. Adapt from shelters, I guess you'd say. I don't know. You want to leave your hamster alone for about 1 to 3 days, depending on how old it is, and depending on how much it was handled with its previous owner or where it was previously. Like, for example, okay, at a pet store, they usually have the cages, I know like Petland does it, where they'll have the cages open stuff and you can pick up the hamsters and play with them and stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about. Like, those hamsters get handled a lot, and they are used to people then. So they're going to be adapting a little bit faster to a new home rather than a hamster who is maybe from, I don't know. Well, like, okay, this one's 1 month old, and I just got her from a shelter, and she was rescued from this place with a massive, who was like breeding them and stuff like way too rapidly and stuff, and the shelter had gotten hold of them, and they rescued all the little baby hamsters so they couldn't breed anymore because they were happy not breeding. Yay, don't breed me. I'm happy being single mom. No, just being single. I don't know why I said mom. Because I'm her mom right now, so single with her mom. There you go. Yeah, 1 to 3 days is best for leaving them alone. Just let them get adapted to their cage. When you first bring your hamster home from pet store, shelter, whatever, or somebody else, if you get a hamster off of Craigslist or eBay classifieds, I know there's hamsters on there because I've inquired about them. Make sure you leave your hamster in his cage. Just like put him in the area where your hamster would be. Like, I have mine on my desk. That's my one over there, Sandy, my Syrian. I've had for about a month. And then my Russian goes up there. I just, like, for the first day, I just left her alone. You can watch them and stuff, but keep a calm environment. They're probably being up during the day then because pet stores aren't open when the hamsters are awake at night. So, you want to make sure that you leave them alone. Just let them calm down. It's been very busy and very hectic for them. So, just, let them relax, let them sleep, because you do not really want to wake your hamster up that much at nighttime, in daytime, because it stresses them out. And when a hamster is more stressed, it is more it's easier for it to get sick. Let's just say that. I know the word I was going for, but I couldn't say it. Okay, so you just want to leave your hamster, just be calm with your hamster. And then, say you're on like day 3 of having your hamster. You've let it rest. You've, you talk to it. That's a great way to get it company and stuff like that. But like on day 3, I say from like day 7, you want to try bringing your hamster around kind of noise. Like something just flashed by your head. My power just went out like an hour ago, and I wasn't even home. I was like, oh, my hamsters, no, my babies. I came home and like they're like sleeping. I'm like, okay then, you're fine. But focus today. I'm sorry. Wonderful hamster running on her ball. Okay, from day 3 to 7, it's a good time to introduce other family members to your hamster. I do not suggest reaching in the cage immediately and grabbing them and fighting with that, because the hamster does not know you yet. You know, it's like when you meet a new person, you're not going to immediately go up to them and give them a big hug and say, you know, start hugging them and just talking like you've known them from 5 years ago. No, you're going to take your time. You're going to slowly get to know each other. And this is what you do with a hamster, pretty much. I can't think today. You're climbing. You're a little climber. I'm so sorry, guys. I cannot think today. Okay. And then just also another thing to do is play soft music around them. That gets them used to the sounds. Also, for the first couple of days, you want your new hamster to be away from any loud noises or commotion. But like from day 3, 4, and 5 to like so on, it's good to bring your hamster out of the room it's in. Bring it in like to the family room or maybe even the kitchen, and let it hear the sounds of your household. You know, so it gets used to the cabinets when they close and the TV being on and the sink running and stuff like that, so it won't be alarmed, you know, if it hears that. You know, because sometimes like the TV will blast really loud. You don't want your hamster to freak out. It'll recognize it and it'll be okay with that, you know. Okay, other good tips. If you don't see your hamster drinking or eating immediately after you get it, do not worry. Your hamster is fine. You know, I'll talk about it later. But really, your hamster should be fine. It's nervous, you know, and it's probably really exhausted from the car ride home and being in a new cage and, you know, totally different smells and sounds. You know, it's a big thing for a little tiny hamster to go through. So you really have to be considerate. You can't just, you know, expect everything to be fine, because that's not how it goes. I say a lot. Okay. I just love watching my little hamster. She's digging around now. She's so happy. I'll just do a video on her sometime, because she's so awesome. Alright, other tips. But yeah, if you don't see your hamster eating or drinking, do not freak out. They don't drink a ton. You know, like a rabbit drinks a ton of water. But since they are smaller, they don't need a lot of water. You know, you'll maybe see them like maybe once in a while get a really big long drink and like not drink for like a couple more hours. Or you'll see them go over a water bottle every half an hour, just getting a little lick or whatever. Because I noticed that with my Russian and my Syrian, she just goes over the water bottle. She gets this like 5-minute long drink, and then she doesn't drink for the rest of the day. But she's fine like that, and she's healthy, and she's cool. If you notice any odd behavior in your hamster, like in the first couple days of getting it, you really want to make sure you watch it to make sure, because I know pet stores can sometimes they don't quarantine the hamsters they get in. They just put them in with the other ones, and if those hamsters are sick, that's not good. And a lot of times it's internal where you can't see it. You know, you won't see it like if the hamster has discharge coming from its nose, or if it has a bad eye where the eye is closed and it won't open. Most likely internal, you know. But when also getting a hamster, actually I'll do a video on getting a hamster, never mind. But, you know, always look for healthy ones, you know. Any signs of sickness, not good. Try another pet store, try a different breeder, try a different shelter. Well, I don't know, yeah. I think that's about it, really. Just leave your hamster alone. He'll get accustomed to your lifestyle, you know. They're very friendly. They're very friendly creatures. You know, they're not out to get you. If you think that, oh, the first time you stuck your hand in the hamster's cage, he bit you. no, your hamster didn't mean to bite you. You probably just scared him because he was sleeping. You know? They don't purposely want to hurt people. They really love being held. They like interaction. They like to look at I'm holding my little girl. See, she just came in my hand. She's just second day having her. Look at that. Ta-da! Ta-da! She goes off it. Oh, there you go. See? There you go. I'm not gonna hurt you. You're a cutie. Oh. Now she's like, oh, I want to give me my food, but that's okay. Yeah, they're very social creatures. They are awake at night, and if you have a problem with that, like, say, if there's little kids in the house and they don't like hearing the hamster up at night or whatever, then you can move the hamster to a different room. Or you can get like one of the silent spinner wheels, which I have, which do not create like any sound. All you hear is like the pitter patter of their feet. It's not like the squeaking or anything like that. You want to make sure your hamster's grooming, cleaning, tons of cleaning. That's a really good sign for when you first get a hamster. And I have to stop this video soon because it's almost 10 minutes. Just yeah, if you see any signs in your hamster of illness, of course, there's a really good website, which I'm on all the time, answering tons of questions of small animals. I'm a top contributor in the rodent section and in the other pet section, which is the Yahoo Answers. You can just Google Yahoo Answers, and it'll come up with it. You gotta create an account for it, though. You can ask questions, you can answer questions, you give advice, and stuff like that. It's a really awesome website. There's also like fun stuff you can do on there, like talk about really whatever. But it's really good for like pet advice. I've gotten lots of help there on like when I wanted to adopt a dwarf, you know, and I was actually told about, you know, what to expect when I got my dwarf and stuff like that. But it's really helpful, and you'll see me on there a lot. But my username's Daughter of Athena. I know, it's cheesy, but it's cool. Yep. Okay, but do your research also. If you see any signs of problems on your hamster, really, I know a lot of people don't like to take them to the vet because you say, oh, it's a $5 hamster or $10 hamster, you know. I'm not going to go spend $50 at the vet for it. No, but sometimes it's just, I don't know. Like, I always put money aside for my hamsters so that if they do have a problem, I can take them to the vet and I'm covered. And it's fine. And I know I have enough money already. I won't have to take a loan out or get money from my parents or whatever. Just, you know, really, I say don't hesitate to take your hamster to the vet. Watch them. Make sure they're healthy, you know. That's what's also good if you can really handle your hamster, which is like in my taming video. I think I got to. Is that way you can really ensure that your hamster can be handled by the vet also, so they can get a good, thorough examination to make sure. And don't hesitate when you're getting your hamster to ask the people at the shelter, at the pet store, or at your breeder, if you're getting it from a breeder. Do not hesitate to ask them any questions that you have, because it's best to know and it's best to ask. Instead of like going home and you're like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot to ask them if I need a mineral lick for my hamster. And then your hamster goes without mineral lick, and that's not good, you know. You know, just ask. They don't mind answering questions, believe me. Most places are in it for the best of the small animal, you know. But, okay, I think I'm done with this video. I'm probably just going to do a video on my hamster because she's so cute and I can't stop talking about her. Okay. Thank you all for listening and watching. Goodbye.